Just ahead on Black Issues Forum, we're celebrating the rich legacy of historically Black colleges and universities. North Carolina HBCUs are leading the way into the future through innovative programs that prepare students for tomorrow's challenges. With their unique ability to blend tradition with forward-thinking ideas, HBCUs are not only educating the next generation, but also creating new pathways in research, technology, and entrepreneurship. From nursing to motorsports, they've got our students covered. Coming up next, stay with us.
Quality public television is made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting PBS-NC.
Welcome to Black Issues Forum. I'm your host, Kenya Thompson. Today, we're diving into something close to the heart of our community, historically Black colleges and universities, or HBCUs. HBCUs have been the foundation of Black excellence, providing us with leaders, thinkers, creators, and innovators who've shaped the world. But as much as we honor their legacy, we also celebrate how these institutions are pushing boundaries and leading the charge in innovation, from groundbreaking research to cutting-edge technology and entrepreneurial programs that are preparing the next generation of Black leaders. I'm excited to welcome our first couple of guests to the show. They're going to help us unpack how HBCUs are staying ahead of the curve. So let's welcome to the show Dr. Kimberly Pfeiffer McGee, Associate Vice Chancellor for Extended Studies and Student Support at North Carolina Central University, and Professor of Biology and the NCCU Fab Lab Manager, Dr. Eric Salim, also at North Carolina Central University. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes. Central has been part of the fabric of North Carolina, of Durham for such a long time. Share with us part of that legacy. I'll start with you. What does that legacy mean?
I think tradition, excellence is our legacy at NCCU. Yeah. And we take great pride in the work that we do in the community with our students, ensuring student success. And I think that is our brand. Yeah. And we are excited that we have had the opportunity to do that for so long in the community.
Indeed, it's been a very long time. Dr. Salim, how long have you been with the institution, and how have you seen legacy and impact community from Central, or in Central's community?
I've actually been with the institution about 20 years.
Wow.
And in that time, I've seen it grow, particularly in the STEM area. In biological sciences, which is my background. I'm a graduate of NCCU, 1994.
Okay.
And since that time, that program has expanded into BBRI and BRIGHT, which are both innovation centers in biology. Yeah. One focused around health disparities, the other one around drug discoveries.
Okay.
So it expanded there. And now we've expanded into the Fab Lab, where we're trying to bring in technical skills related to cutting-edge technologies, 3D printing, bioprinting, those types of things, and offer that also to our students.
Wow.
And to add to Dr. Pfeiffer McGee's point in providing a service to our communities. So historically, we've done it to communities that have been denied access.
Correct.
And we kind of open that opportunity up.
Wow. Dr. Pfeiffer McGee, what is your role on the campus, and how do you find that contributing to the innovation that's happening?
Yes, so I currently serve as the Associate Vice Chancellor for Extended Studies and Student Support. For Extended Studies, that is an area where we focus on distance education, or online education, as most people may know it now. If we go back to that time when we had to pivot to remote learning for COVID, my unit did a lot of that work in preparing faculty and getting them ready to offer courses online to those students. Yeah. But beyond that, we have been involved in online education since 1998, prior to my arrival at NCCU. But we offer 26 plus fully online degree programs in undergraduate, graduate, and in certificates. And so my role is to really make sure that we continue partnerships, expanding our student market, increasing our programs, and coming up with flexible options for our online learners.
And one of the biggest things as an educator myself is understanding the need to create space for our students to be competitive, right? When they go out into the workforce, there's, especially now today with technology evolving so rapidly. Talk about, Dr. Salim, I'll come to you first, some of the programs that Central has that are really setting that bar high for our students when they come out.
Well, I'm going to be biased first
Of course.
and mention the Fab Lab.
Yes.
So again, the Fab Lab is fueled with cutting edge technology. So the Fab Lab has, I guess, 3 buckets that we like to drop that technology into. So there's the students, there's the faculty, and there's the community. So in students, we try to give them, I guess, 2 avenues, formal and informal. So formal looks like interdisciplinary classes that have design projects that allow them to invent based on content that they learn.
Okay.
But we also have informal programming that is like workshops and certification programs that they can also come in to learn different technical skills. With the faculty, it's allowing them to like expand out their ideas around what research could look like. So now we're thinking bioprinting, synthetic biology, where we're trying to put more creativity into the subject matter rather than regurgitating facts. And then community is just us trying to expose young people to the technology.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does synthetic biology look like?
Synthetic biology looks like you tinkering around with biological molecules
Okay.
and making something up that wasn't there before.
Oh, what's an example of that?
Like gene therapy, like I could take different genetic compounds and put them together that weren't there before to create something new.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that how we got those cherry plums?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Are they
the
good?
cotton candy,
Yes,
cotton candy going grapes. Yes,
okay.
all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, not an advertising tool here, but I went to the grocery store, saw these cherry plums, and I was like, oh, that sounds perfect. It was delicious, but I thought to myself, these don't grow from the ground. Right, so that's how that came about.
Exactly.
Wow, okay. All right, you learn something new every day.
Every day.
Dr. Pfeiffer McGee, Kitty, the
Project Kitty Hawk.
Project Kitty Hawk.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. So in my space, innovation looks like developing options for learners to meet them where they are. And so Project Kitty Hawk is an initiative of the UNC system. And what they are tasked to do is to support the UNC system institutions with platforms that meet the needs of adult learners. So NCCU was the first partner with Project Kitty Hawk. We launched in October of 2023, started with our RN to BSN program. And what we are doing, that program had been online for a number of years. However, with the backing of Project Kitty Hawk, they're really helping us expand our brand, putting money into the marketing piece, as well as working with our faculty to redesign our courses so that we have more of that andragogy in there to meet that adult learner. And so what we do is we have condensed 15-week semester programs into 2 8-week mini sessions. And around that, we're providing wraparound services to those adult learners. And so when we look at the adult learner, the UNC system defines it as 24 to 44, but anyone that's out there that maybe had to stop out from school and now needs to come back and finish that degree, or is just working and life is lifing. And so they need that flexible option to be able to do something online. So our target audience is that adult learner, military students, their spouses. And so it's pretty exciting that we're able to come in and bring different technologies into the online course offering space, as well as provide those services to students. We provide, through Project Kitty Hawk, we offer student success coaches.
Okay.
So we have students, they're working, and if they fall behind or we see that they haven't been involved or logged in, the student success coach reaches out to say, hey, is everything okay? what's going on. And we really just find out, oh, my child was sick, my work schedule changed, and then we're able to work with them to make sure they're able to catch up and stay on track.
And that's great. Like you said, life's for so many people. And to have that flexibility and that awareness that people need these kinds of opportunities just shows that the school's listening. Right?
Yes.
I think that's the biggest thing, is showing that the school's listening. Real quick, back to Fab Lab. That was endorsed by MIT, correct? Let's talk about that connection there. And that's a unique partnership.
Yeah, so Fab Lab is an outreach program from MIT Center for Bits and Atoms. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Dr. Clarence Williams, who was a 61 graduate of NCCU, but also Professor Emeritus at MIT, and Tapa Karu, who was instrumental in bringing the Fab Lab to Central, was the first HBCU with the Fab Lab. So the partnership there is to, what they say, democratize technology, to put it in the hands of a wider audience. So through playing and tinkering, hopefully they'll take deeper dives into the different subjects with the technology.
That's great. When we think about opportunities like that, I'm forward thinking in how does this set up our students? So what kind of roles are students entering into after leaving Central, and what does that look like for them?
Wow, so I guess it's like multi-tiered. So in biology, I see it happen in different levels. So some go on to graduate schools, Harvard, Johns Hopkins, to pursue PhDs and MDs. But as it relates to the Fab Lab, I see a lot of students getting these certifications around the different technologies and getting jobs in the park, getting drone licenses and starting their own companies, going into entrepreneurship. So it's really kind of expanding out the different avenues that students can take.
That's great. And most recently, you guys got a new chancellor, right? We just saw some footage of Chancellor Carrie Dixon. And so when we think about the work that she's done over at Lisbon City State University, amazing work. We featured their aviation program not too long ago. What are your hopes for what she can bring to Central?
Well, I'll start. I would say what she's already brought to Central. In just a short period of time, she has brought so much energy and excitement to the campus, and she is an advocate for student success, just hands down. And not it's us making sure our students succeed, but she also wants to see just the campus be successful. So from staff to faculty to students, and I think what's interesting is she is pushing us already. So she is pushing us in my area, in academic affairs. She is really pushing us to make sure that we are meeting the needs of adult learners, military students, because they are a large population in our state. There are a number of them that have some college degree, some college credit, but no degree. And so she feels like NCCU can fill that void, that we can meet them where they are. We can offer whatever type of programs they need to get them so that they can be successful. And so we're so excited to have her on campus. She is a board member of Project Kitty Hawk. And so to have her there and to have her support and what we need to do to provide those types of programs for our learners is exciting.
Nice. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, just on her and her student success and pushing us to provide a better service to our students, to our customers, in any fashion that we can is what I think. And she's visited Fab Lab a couple of times. So just to see her attention that she's paying to how we serve our students is what I admire.
Yeah, it's important, and I'm excited for the future. Not to have an alliance, but I'm thinking of sending one of my kids to y'all. So, I'm excited for what you guys do in community. I've seen it being in this community, and I'm looking forward to what's next.
Absolutely, we are.
Dr.
too.
Pfeiffer McGee, Dr. Salim, thank you so much for both being here and for the work
Thank you
that
for
you do
having
for
us.
our
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. If you're interested in learning more about supporting the phenomenal programs and students at North Carolina Central University, make sure to visit the Division of Institutional Advancement at www.nccu.edu/institutional-advancement or call 919-530-6151. Well, it is truly inspiring to hear about all the incredible innovations that are happening over at North Carolina Central University. But in the spirit of innovation, it's not just limited to one campus. Just a few miles away, Winston-Salem State University is making waves in a different arena, literally. WSSU's motorsports program is paving the way for Black students to break into a field that has historically lacked diversity. Let's take a look at this special feature on how WSSU is driving innovation in motorsports and opening doors to new possibilities for our community. Take a look.
I feel lucky to have this job and to be chasing my dream, you know, because a lot of people don't get to do that. A lot of people don't know what their dream is. And to chase this dream every day, it's rare. So I just try to do my best every day. And I recognize that I am blessed to be where I'm at. And also, I didn't do it by myself, right? It's like, I mean, my parents, sister, coaches, teachers, tutors, I mean, the list goes on. With being in HBCU, my dad went to Clark Atlanta. He teaches at Howard. A lot of family and friends that have got their education at HBCUs or still work, you know, at those universities. And so, for me, Winston-Salem State was a no-brainer, especially with the program. My time on campus has been great, from going to games to first day of class to homecoming to just normal life on campus. It's been a lot of fun, and I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot as a young man. I've had a lot of cool friendships, and definitely have enjoyed my time so far.
Here at Winston-Salem State University, what we're doing is preparing students and developing their skills that they can use in really any industry. In the motorsport program specifically, what we're trying to do is develop competent, successful managers and leaders, but also to develop a professional network and finding out about the different aspects of career opportunities.
People see NASCAR, they see the TV production, and I think they see the cars and the drivers. What they don't know is there's a whole business community behind it, trademarks, partnerships and contracts with different corporations, employment issues. Just exposing them to the NASCAR to me, is a perfect industry to show them all the other industries that go behind a business.
It's really provided me perspective on everything else that makes the sport go round, from anything from sponsorship to marketing, the legal aspects of running a race team, what it takes to run a racetrack in itself, which normally you wouldn't really think twice about it, but you know, what it takes to run a facility. And then also, I think as a whole, what it takes from a corporate perspective, whether it's a corporate from a team or the sport of NASCAR as a whole.
Being at HBCU has really brought a different audience to NASCAR. I have seen with Raja talking to the media, talking in the press, doing different interviews and social media programs, I have seen a significant increase of interest in our program as well as the university at large.
What surprised me the most is how much access we have to the motorsports world. We really do get to see all the behind the scenes and work with professionals who are leading their field.
The motorsport management program has a lot of internship opportunities. They can go with teams, tracks, sanctioning bodies, or suppliers.
This summer, I was blessed with the opportunity to intern with the Wake Forest Biotech program for biomedical engineering. I actually been to a couple races collecting data based on the amount of accidents that happened, and I was able to collect the data based on track environment and weather changes on how often do drivers crash.
I remember when I was watching racing and I just had the love for the sport, and I wasn't really thinking about that there was no one, or there's one person that, you know, looked like me, and it was Bubba, right? And so as I got older, I realized that and noticed how much that drew me to him, and it's been great because he's been a mentor of mine. And then in turn, as I've gotten to this level, I see how much, you know, my success and overall just me being on the racetrack, being present, how much of an impact that has had both in and out the sport. So I definitely cherish that responsibility because I remember being that kid. So it's really special. And like I said, I cherish it. I think it's surprising to people that get exposed to it for the first time is how welcoming the industry people are to new fans, new people that want to get involved, whether it's new pit crew athletes, new front office people, new mechanics, upcoming drivers. It's just a warm environment because if you have the general interest and passion to get involved in the sport, then you know the sport welcomes you with open arms, and so that's a great thing to see. And it's so important to go to the racetrack. Like the experience you have at a NASCAR race, I know there's you know, misconceptions and assumptions about how the racetrack is, but for how it is today, it's a welcoming and just fun time to go to. The racetracks are nice, the fans are good, the industry people are great, and will take pictures with you, talk to you, answer your questions, and it's a great experience to go to a NASCAR race.
It indeed was a great experience to go to a NASCAR race. Being on the track was so exhilarating. And Winston-Salem State University's motorsports program is truly shifting gears, pun intended there. And they are creating new pathways for our community to excel in a field that we haven't traditionally been represented in. From engineering to racing, Winston-Salem State is proving that innovation knows no boundaries. But as we discussed earlier, innovation is also alive and well right here in the Bull City on North Carolina Central University's campus, and it's happening in so many unique and powerful ways. Joining us now for the second half of the show is Miss North Carolina Central University and current student Carly Njai. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you. You know, we saw that piece with Raja at Winston-Salem State, and it's great to see that, I mean, in North Carolina, we have some of the most prestigious, remarkable HBCUs, and on Central's campus, I know that you've experienced much of that innovation too. Share with us how you have encountered innovation on Central's campus.
A couple of ways that I have encountered innovation at North Carolina Central University is simply the campus life. Campus is not the same when I came in 2021 as now today in 2024. There has been so many new initiatives put in place, so many new buildings put into place. The residential halls, the professional development center, the new student center, the new building, more students can come on this campus and see that it's innovative, see that it's there for the betterment of the students and there for us to grow.
Yeah, and you're majoring in social work?
Yes, social work.
So tell us about why you chose social work, and also where do you see yourself going with that?
I chose social work because I am an adult adoptee. So I was adopted at 18. I didn't take, you know, the traditional route when it comes to being adopted. I didn't go through Child Protective Services, but, you know, it still had an impact on me. I was able to pick social work because I want to be able to be an advocate for students who may come from a background that doesn't seem normal.
Yeah.
And for me, being able to come from a background that doesn't seem normal and then go to my illustrious campus and then achieve all the things that I have achieved. And if you were to tell me before I came here that I've done it, I wouldn't believe you. I wouldn't believe that I was capable of those things. Yeah. And Central has made me feel capable. The BSW program is honestly such a great program. They prepare you for real life work. They prepare you for that field. Even though I don't plan on going into what people normally see in social work, which is CPS or DHHS, I plan on going into policy, going into legislation. That's the route I want to take, and because I want to be on the front line, I want to be able to hopefully write policy one day, be the change maker, be that advocate for students who, you know, may feel that they might be overlooked or, you know, feel like they don't have nobody to speak for them. So you don't have to come from a background that, you know, you feel like it's put all together, but you can still be that change agent. And that's why I picked social work, because social work is needed everywhere.
Indeed.
And although it may be overlooked, it is still very much needed.
And last question, how is Central setting you apart in this social work field?
I would say not even just through the BSW program. We do something called our field practicum, which is where we have to do 400 hours. I just recently did mine this summer. And I can say, you know, it had me put that work in.
Yeah.
And it really still prepared me, once again, for that professional realm. But even outside of social work, outside of the BSW program, Central is preparing me to be a professional in the world, whether it be through CPDC, which is our Career and Professional Development Center. We are one of the first HBCUs in North Carolina to have a headshot booth. So for students who are struggling, who may not have the finances, they're able to get a headshot. You know, they're able to send it in so the jobs can know who they are. They can, you know, showcase themselves in a professional realm. We have so many different opportunities, whether it be career fairs, whether it be organizations. We have over 200 plus organizations on our campus, and students are able to be a founder of an organization as well. As for me, I came in, I would have never thought I would be a founder of an organization, but because of higher ups, because of people being able to push me, I was able to take my idea and turn it into reality. So I am the founder of an organization called the Flames at Central. Each organization, when you start when you become a founder, you start off with $3,000. And you know, you get to do what you need to do with that. You get to set a foundation. And I feel like Central has truly set that foundation for me. They have helped me build from the ground up to the professional that I am today.
And they're very lucky to have you. You're a smart and beautiful young lady, and I know you will go on to do great things. Carly and Jai, thank you so much. And that's all we have for today's show. I want to thank you for watching. If you want more content like this, we invite you to engage with us on Instagram using the hashtag Black Issues Forum. You can also find our full episodes on pbsnc.org/Black Issues Forum and on the PBS Video app. I'm Kenya Thompson. I'll see you next time.
Quality public television is made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting PBS NC.